Now, when RadioMaster first asked me to review this new GX15, the first thing I did was ask them whether it was the successor to the GX12. And their answer was pretty interesting. No, it's not designed to replace the GX12. They said it's been designed mainly for traditional RC pilots, aircraft gliders, helicopters, that sort of thing. And that's why I'm out here while I'm on holiday at one of my favourite places in Wales next to the sea, flying my Dolphin. No wind, stunning sunset sky, and hardly anyone around. I've been using this for most of the week, and the huge display at the top is just so different from the other form factors. When I get back home in a few days, I'll get this on the bench, tell you the specs and what I think about it. Hello, and welcome to the Whirly Bloke channel.
Welcome to EdgeTX.
Well, that was a fun few days away, mainly because the weather was just, well, it's just so nice here at the moment. But I'm back now, so let's take a closer look at this new GX15. Before I get into the specs, let's just soak up the beauty of this case. This is the Max version with this great big 3.5-inch IPS touchscreen at the top. And it's sort of a more traditional layout that plane and wing pilots usually have. I mean, RadioMaster is always catering for everyone, and this carbon case is, well, just stunning. I know it's only the top half, but it just oozes quality. Now, I'm guessing the thinking is plane and wing pilots prefer this more conventional layout for transmitters where the display is above the controls. So the GX15 has telemetry and flight information above the gimbals, keeping them nice and visible during flight without your hands getting in the way. And in some ways, it's borrowing from the TX16S Mark III with these stitched red leather grips on the back. This is a very nice radio to hold and to look at. It's running EdgeTX, as we'd expect, which, let's have a look and see what we've got. Yeah, looks like a RadioMaster self-build 2.12.2. And let's get rid of that. In here, you've got dual Semtech SX1281 transceivers running in Gemini mode at 2.4 gigahertz. And I assume that's where the G part comes from in the designation. It's apparently been designed around sort of reliable line of sight aircraft operation rather than the maximum power output that we need for drones. It's only 250 milliwatt RF output, which seems a little bit low by today's standard, but that's plenty for aircraft and helis and competition flying. And of course, it reduces power consumption, heat generation, and just overall complexity. It's got dual integrated antennas behind this display, with one antenna mounted horizontally and the other vertically, which gives you the polarization diversity without having any external antennas. And this is very traditional carry handle on the back. And I think the combination of Gemini redundancy, dual antennas and ExpressLRS tech gives you a very reliable RF link, which is what plane pilots need. For heli pilots, the SX1281 system supports F1000 operation when it's compared with compatible receivers like the Nexus XR, which gives you an extremely fast and reliable RF system that heli pilots need. In here, it's powered by an STM32H7 processor, and you get onboard flash memory. You can use an external card if you want. Smart battery management system, built-in gyroscope for motion-based inputs, USB-C connectivity here for charging, simulator connectivity, you do all your firmware updates and so on through there. It's got active cooling with a low noise fan, and there's apparently aluminium heat sinks in here. And you can change over these shoulder switches for other modules if you want. Now, this is the Max version that's got these fantastic AGO2 CNC Hall sensor gimbals, which we've seen on, let's get rid of that, it keeps coming up, that we've seen on some of the other radios like the TX16S and on the TX15. And of course you get the aluminium buttons, scroll wheels and this awesome carbon case. And as usual with RadioMaster, it comes in a fantastic range of colours and different options. Although it's clearly been designed with planes, wings and helicopter pilots in mind, there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't use it for pretty much anything if you really wanted to. Compared to the RadioMaster TX15, it's a similar size and weight, but it's smaller than their flagship TX16S Mark III. And I'll leave links in the description below where you can check out the full specifications, prices and availability. So where do I think this sits? Well, if you're looking to replace a pocket, not a chance. If you're replacing a GX12, probably not. If you're replacing a Boxer or maybe a TX15, maybe. But if you fly fixed-wing aircraft or helicopters, or if telemetry is important to you, and if you actually look at your radio while you're flying, then I completely understand why RadioMaster has built this. It's sort of aimed at a different type of pilot. And as someone who flies mainly FPV with the occasional wing, I should do more really, I probably wouldn't swap my GX12 for one of these. But if I regularly flew fixed-wing aircraft or helis, where telemetry and model management are sort of a much bigger part of the flying experience, I can absolutely see the appeal. Now, in a market where so many radios are just starting to look the same, I actually like the fact that RadioMaster have tried something genuinely different. I'd love to know what you think. Is this top-mounted screen a genuinely better idea, or do you think RadioMaster have solved a problem that never really existed? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.